All right, we're reviewing today a 1974 MGB Roadster. This particular car, this is the Heritage Certificate. The car is a glacier white with autumn leaf interior with a black top. The car was a November 73 build. I'm sorry, yes, November 73 build. So it came to shores and was sold as an early 1974 car. All the numbers are matching on it, according to the Heritage Certificate. This car was a 30-some-year owner. When he bought it out of Birmingham, Alabama. So it's always been a southern car. It is not a rusty car, has never been a rusty car. And I have it here on the lift so that we can see the lower sides of the car. The areas that are normally rusty are not. Look how nice that body gap is on that door and those rocker panels. Look how even and straight that is. Nice gaps. This car is a thrill to buy and to drive and to run. I have traded these cars since the 70s, and to find one in this condition is just a thrill. You can see how well, as we go around the car, how nice all the gaps are. The car was always garage kept. I bought it directly from the gentleman who had owned it for 30+ years. He had it restored. He had photo documentation of the car early in its life. He restored it in the early 80s, right after he bought it. There was no rust in the floor pans, no rust in those boxes behind the rockers. There just wasn't any rust. He did a nice job on the car. Again, always garage kept since he's owned it. That front valance is not damaged. How nice the chrome is, how nice the grill is. No damage, no pitting. By the way, he bought it in Birmingham, Alabama, and then he lived here in Tennessee. Again, southern car, no exposure to inclement weather. As I go down this side, look how nice those side moldings are. They normally get damaged from door dings. Their clips come off, they start to fall apart. See how straight this is. See how straight the sides are on this car. Reflection in the paint. As we go around to the wheel well openings, I will show you the pinch welds and from the factory. Nice chrome wheels. Those are pretty. These are a upgrade, which gives it a nicer look. I think a sportier look. Again, look at those rocker panels. We've been here before, but let me go again. This is a rust-prone area, but you can see it is not, and you can see those gaps are nice. Beautiful little car. Here's these pinch welds I talked about. We'll find those in every opening. This is a rust-prone area on these cars, so they normally get filled full of putty and filler. Lenses are nice. Chrome bumpers are nice. You'll normally see some pitting up here from the heat and the exhaust. There is none. Look at the condition of the license plate lights. They're a softer pot metal, so they normally will have pitted rust. Even the backup lenses, look how crisp that is. Here's an item. Look at the gap on the trunk. If these cars have ever been hit in the rear end, you normally will see this. Despite how well it's fixed, this will be pushed in and these gaps are not even. Look how even the gaps are on this particular car. Rear valance is nice. Now we come to the passenger side again. Look how nice those lenses are. Look down how straight this car is. How flush the door fit is. How nice the body side trim is. There's those pinch welds I spoke about earlier. Tires are brand new. The owner was such a conscientious guy. Before he put it on the market, he put a fresh set of Michelin tires. Not just regular cheap tires, but Michelin tires. Indicative of the type of ownership this car's had. Again, just factory perfect body gaps. Emblems are not faded. Again, indicative of a southern car, garage kept. As I go over this car with this camera, I feel these cars are so grossly underpriced because there's so few good ones left. Look at that. Okay, in this video we're going to raise it up and go underneath the car, and then we're going to go above the car, the top side. It's too cold out today to drive it. I'm not that bold. It's about 18 degrees outside, so you're going to have to just imagine what it feels like. I will cold start it so that you can hear the engine. All right, we're going to go on up with the car. All right, here we are underneath the car. I had a gentleman call me the other day on the still photos saying he thought the car had excessive oil underneath. I had to giggle. Yeah, it has oil underneath. It's an MG. Of course it has oil underneath. But you can see it's not wet. It's old residue. It's been there for a long time. But what we want to focus on here is the rust or lack of. Here's the jack points. Solid. Look at these floor pans. All this rail, this seam, these inner seals. Again, I mentioned pinch welds. You'll see them here. Original factory. Let me try to get some sort of light so you can see it. The factory welds. Just not a rusty car. Original floor pans. Battery boxes are in good shape. They're not disintegrated. This car, even though he has these trays in here, this car has been converted to one 12-volt battery. Tires are brand new. These are rust-prone areas. These boxes here, I try to get a light so I can show you how virgin this is. There you go. Between the jack and the, there you go. Solid, original. There's a nice new fuel pump I see. Look at those pans. Try to go to the other side. And again, handicapped by light or lack of. All right, we've got our lights back up, and I want to show you the inner seals. Just a really good, solid car. Solid gas tank. I think I've made my point. Good solid straight car. I'll take it down and we'll look at the top. All right, here we are on the top side of the 74 MGB. Paint's exceptional. Condition of all the rubber seals. This aluminum that normally gets scarred up, scratched up, in nice shape. You can see the windshield's in nice shape. The wind swipes in the doors are not cracked and broken and delaminated. Well, they wouldn't delaminate. Gaps are good. What a great looking MGB. Look at the stance on that car. It's not too low on a corner. It's all square. What a great little car. Hood gaps are nice. Of course, we mentioned the chrome is nice. Condition of the rubber seals again, wind swipes. So many things on this car, on MGBs, that get worn out, torn up, tired, split. Not the case on this particular car. Trunk area probably full of stuff. Nope, it's not rusty. Again, had a guy comment the other day, same guy that I mentioned earlier about cutting out for the speakers. Well, who cares? You got nice sound. Look for the majors, not the minors. The majors on this car. No rust, no accident history. We're going to cold start it here in a second and you will see how nice that motor sounds. Headrests are not floppy. Look at this, the sun visors are tight. They're not broken down. Obviously were probably replaced somewhere in its life. All the gauges are in wonderful condition. Dash is not split. Glove box door is flush. Look at the door cards on this car. Tight, not warped. This top is like brand new. This man may be the only man I've ever bought an MGB from that actually knew how to put the top down. He had the straps, it was rolled over and the straps all tight. I've never seen that. Most people don't have a clue how to put these tops down and store them. Seats are in good shape, center consoles are good. Door pockets, get into the engine compartment here. Oh, we're not going to have enough light here for you to see it. All the stickers are there on the air cleaners. Correct engine according to the heritage certificate. Washer bag. There you go. I'm going to start this. This will be a cold start because I've been pushing the car around inside. It's a cold winter's day here. So here's a cold start, and there you go. Maybe a little choking might be good for it here. Let's do that. We're starting again, only this time we've pulled the choke. Push that choke in so I won't exhaust fumes, and you can see how to smooth out.